Hi, I'm Paul Hanmer, and that was a selection of songs. Or no, I shouldn't say that was a selection. Right? I'm going to be playing a selection of songs from various albums that I've done, and this was in place of a concert that was meant to be happening on the 8th of November, 2020, but due to COVID-19, we found ourselves not able to travel to Switzerland. And so I'm doing this recording here in my home, in my workroom, playing some of the pieces that I selected for one of the gigs in St. Gallen. So the first piece I play will be Same Old, which dates from 2010. Then I will play St. Gallen im Herbst, which was written especially for Richard Butz of Klein aber Fein in St. Gallen, because he brought me 2 years ago to work there with Robert Pickup, with whom I also recorded the latest albums. Then I play a song called Tutu's Theme, written by McCoy Mkhubata, a saxophonist here at home. We've been working together for more than 30 years. Thereafter I play Bounce, which is a relatively new song which I wrote in 2018, and it appears on a solo album called Concordia, which is the next piece I played, which is the title track of a solo album which was released in January this year. And then a piece which has not been officially recorded for any purpose, but it's dedicated to the late Johnny Clegg, and it's called Musgrave Mascandi. Thank you. Oh yes, and then I also played an encore, as if I was asked for an encore. But Romy and Marcus said I should play an encore. So I played a piece called At Tully's Feet, which is basically dedicated to Tully Madonsela. By the way, MK, which is the fourth piece I played, which I didn't mention, is actually written for my late mother. And it was written a day before what would have been her birthday in 2010, on the 14th of May, 2010. So that song is basically 10 years old by now. And it's also the opening track on a duo album that Robert and I released in January this year, called Morning into Evening, for which, can I mention you guys?
You are?
Yeah. Well, Romy Brateset, who's not only obviously a fine double bass player, one of the absolute finest, and but she's also an amazing graphics artist, and she did the designs of both covers of my house CDs, the latest CDs, which were released in January, for which my daughter, who was in here earlier, Zada, provided the original artwork. Yeah. And also in the room here is Marcus Wyatt. But if you don't hear trumpet, it's because he's wearing a different hat today. It's quite amazing. These guys are super talented. Anyway, because I was asked not to thank some people, I'm going to actually just mention a few names. I'm going to start with Anneliese Schmidt of the Villa Streuli in Winterthur, where Robert Pickup and myself would have performed on the 31st of October 2020. And also obviously Richard Butz, and his brother Valentin, and his lady Christine. Richard Butz of Klein Aberfein in St. Gallen. Dr. Wyatt of the Department of African Studies at the University of Basel, who I can't say enough or say thank you enough, so I'm not going to say anything. Hello, Wyatt. Michael Schneider, who was the former Geschäftsleiter of the Künstlerhaus in Bosville, which is where Robert and I recorded our albums in late September 2018. And of course, Robert Pickup, who for 21 years has been co-principal clarinet with the Philharmonia Zurich. And I first met him when we were brought together by Denzel Wheel, who suggested Robert come and find me and work with me. And the first result of that was an album called Window to Elsewhere, which was my second recording. And now he's on Morning into Evening, which is just a duo of clarinets with acoustic piano. Thank you.